Welcome to the 11.5 minutes of heaven we call the D1 Baseball College World Series Day 3 predictions. Again, we have brought the varsity. We have brought our all-star team, Kendall Rogers, Aaron Fitt, the great Stitchhead, Eric Sorenson, yours truly, Michael Patrick Rooney III, 1982 graduate of Newtown Edgemont Little League, District 19 champions, got screwed in the sectionals, but that's for a different
You got to show off your jersey,
episode.
Runes.
I did. That will the jersey will be wearing that to the bar this evening. So if anyone is in the greater Omaha area, you'll see me with my Newtown Edgemont Little League jersey on. So yes, there you go, boys. Our prediction episodes have been brought to us by our great friends at Wilson. And for fans that are in Omaha, this whole experience is really cool in every single way. But Wilson is really bringing the ruckus here. So you've got the best brands in baseball all under one roof over at the Omaha Experience. You can get your hands on limited edition, never before seen products from Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Evil Shield. It's all located in the Omaha Baseball Village. This trip is definitely a bucket list item, and if you come to Omaha, if you're in Omaha, get over to the Baseball Village. The swag over there, all the stuff over there is just absolutely awesome. So thanks again to the folks at Wilson. Gentlemen, we've got some predictions to make, and it's day 3. Can we get a standings? What am I in first place?
I'm 4-0.
Are you 4-0?
I'm 4-0.
Fitzy?
That seems like an outrage. I think I'm 3-1. I think I had a good day yesterday. 2-0 yesterday.
Yeah, I got it. Stitch, do you know what you went yesterday?
I know Stitch had
I can't
Texas.
even remember I can't remember when I go to bed last night. So no, I don't remember what I had.
That's right.
I think Stitch was 1-1 yesterday.
Probably
Texas and
I might
Virginia.
have been 0
Yeah,
No,
as soon as I
Okay.
start winning, I'll keep score.
1-1.
Let's do it that way. But Kendall 4-0, I like it.
Hey, by the way,
I feel like Will Bednar today, guys.
I should probably announce on our season long picks game. Our good friend Michael Patrick Rooney III. Dead last. I beat you by a game, Runes. It was very tight at the bottom. I believe Burke Granger held on to win. Kendall made a furious charge in the postseason. It was very impressive postseason for you, Kendall. But
I'm the UVA of the pick'em.
Yeah, you are.
Meanwhile, I'm getting sent to summer credibility camp with the great David Seifert because dead last really shows a lack of credibility. What does this guy even know about college baseball? Nothing, apparently. So, gentlemen, let's do some picks. So, game 1, we're going West Coast, Best Coast. We got Arizona at Stanford. Believe it's going to be Garrett Irvin, the diminutive lefty for Arizona, against Alex Williams of Stanford. Fitzy, you have lived in California at one point in your life. Why don't you kick us off? Arizona at Stanford. What do you like here?
Well, I will say that my friend Eric Sorenson lives in California currently, actually.
Yeah,
so
that disqualifies him.
Okay,
the pride of Venice, right?
That's
fair
right.
enough. Yeah, this is a good matchup. I'm going to stick with Arizona here because I picked them to win the national title. So I feel like it's a little premature to jump off that bandwagon. Even though I thought they kind of needed to win the first game. Yep. I mean, we all know how much harder it is to come through the winners bracket, but I mean, they still did a lot of good things against Vanderbilt. I was a little turned off by the defense that they play. I think we talked about this already, but I mean, it's been their kind of Achilles heel all season, and it did bite them. It did bite them against Vanderbilt. A key error at first base, a huge misplay in left field were big moments in that game. They need to clean it up, guys. They need to clean it up defensively, but they're still going to swing the bats. The wind, Christian Arrow, if you can hear me, our producer, the wind is blowing out today to right field.
Yeah.
To left field, to left field. So I think we're going to have some fireworks. And how about the job that Will Bednar did yesterday, despite the wind blowing straight out to center field? That was loud. I don't think we're going to see that today. I don't think we're going to see anyone strike out 21 times. I think Irvin he impressed me in the postseason. I think he can put the clamps on that Stanford lineup. I got the Wildcats.
I like it. Stitch, you are a California resident. Fitzy accurately stated that. So why don't you go next?
Yep, Nebraska native, California living. And by the way, talking about the standings with the D1, I finished in the middle of the standings, but I picked NC State to beat Arkansas, so I call it myself.
That should count for like 20 points.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I'm looking at it.
Love it.
I was kind of with Aaron on this with the Arizona offense. I know we don't usually talk about offense as much with TD Ameritrade Park. It's all about pitching and defense. And I know that Stanford had Alex Williams go up against Arizona earlier this year, went 6 innings, held Arizona to 3 hits in that Sunday getaway game they played against each other up at Stanford, and Stanford won 2 out of 3. But man, I don't know. I got to pick with Arizona. It's the offense that does it for me. But yeah, think about this though, you guys. Arizona hung 3 runs on Kumar Rocker in the first inning, had everything pointing, everything they could have wanted at the beginning of that game, and still lost. So it wouldn't surprise me to see Arizona be a little crestfallen here and, trip over their lip and have Stanford win. But I'm going to stick with the pick of going Arizona and the offense and the wind blowing out.
Hashtag crestfallen. Thank you for that stitch. I didn't even stretch before this episode, and you might have just pulled a verbal hamstring for me. Thank you for that.
Beauty.
KR, what are you thinking?
I'm going to go with Arizona. I mean, obviously, Alex Williams, the last time, as you guys just mentioned, he faced them. He had a lot of success against him, and he's a hard-nosed guy. He's going to attack Arizona both sides of the plate. He's not afraid to go inside. But I think we look at Arizona. I think it's one of those offenses that you may shut them down once. I don't think you're going to do it again. And so I think they're going to have success against him. But I'm with Aaron, too, on the defensive aspect here. We talked about some of the misplays in the outfield, but, how about the left side of the infield the other day against Vanderbilt? I mean, I thought the left side of the infield looked a little discombobulated. They almost ran into each other a couple of times trying to make, frankly, routine plays. And so if they don't play defense, they're going to lose this game. But I think Arizona is going to kind of dial things back in a little bit. And let's not forget, I thought they actually played, other than the defensive aspect of things, I actually thought they played pretty well. They had success against Kumar early on, obviously got into a groove. But, other than the defense, the left side, and a couple of miscues in the outfield, I thought Arizona actually played really well. I just think Arizona is the better team, and I think the better team will stay alive in Omaha today.
Yeah, Kendall, I think it's a great point you just made a second ago. Arizona is the better team. Arizona's one of Arizona's a team that could do damage here, but I'm part of hashtag team crestfallen. I really am concerned about that if you're Arizona, you played your brains out the other night. You beat Kumar Rocker and lost the game. And I'm really worried about that. I don't trust Garrett Irvin as much as some of the other arms on the staff. I actually really believe in Alex Williams. I think Stanford's position player group may be a little bit underrated in this whole thing. It's a young, physical group. I think this is a bad matchup for Arizona in a lot of different ways, even though I love their team. And I have bet against Arizona all year. And maybe that's why I finished dead last in our staff picks, because I don't know a good team when I see one. But I am going to go with the Cardinal. It does not feel good to make that selection, but that's what I'm going to go with. So, hey, guys, as we go to the night game, I want to bring up an interesting point to me. So, we just referenced Arizona and Vandy in that first night game. And Arizona did damage to Kumar Rocker, and we've talked a lot about the shadows and can the hitters see at night, etc. I mean, last night you saw Ty Madden and Will Bednar just dominating hitters, and you're thinking, hey, is their stuff that good? Is it the shadows at night? What's going on here? I don't know. I think we've got mixed messages going on there, because Arizona's hitters played at 6 p.m. local, and they faced the guy leading the country in strikeouts, or, at times Kumar Rocker's been that guy. So I don't know what to make of the shadows, or, maybe Will Bednar just was, elite that night. So anyway, that leads us into this third night game that we have of this College World Series. We've got NC State. Sam Highfill will pitch for them. We've got Vandy and Jack Leiter. Just another fascinating matchup, and we've had a bunch of them so far in this College World Series. So, KR, let's kick it off with you. What are you seeing in this NC State Vandy matchup?
You know what? I know this is probably going to surprise Aaron. I'm going to go with NC State. I just think this team's playing really, really, really well. You look at the way they played in Fayetteville. You looked at the way they played in this first game. This is not a team that was remotely nervous to be here. They're playing with house money, but they're also playing an excellent brand of baseball. They're defending at a high level. They're number 2 in the country defensively coming into the World Series. They were that the other day again. You look at what they've done offensively, up and down that lineup, and their pitching's been strong. We talked after the game the other day about the fact that, Evan Justice threw 40-plus pitches, but, he's got a day of rest. He can come out of the bullpen. Chris Villeman didn't throw the other day. He can come out of the bullpen. So I just think the name of the game for NC State's offense is to get Jack Leiter's pitch count up to where they have to kind of turn things over to the Vandy bullpen. Of course, the Vandy bullpen did take care of business against Arizona. I just think NC State's just I don't know. They had that look to me, man. They're just playing at such an extremely high level. I thought they were the best looking team in the first round of games here in Omaha, and I think that's going to continue tonight.
Yeah, I love it. Fitzy, you go next. What are you thinking?
When a team gets the Kendall Rogers Excellent Brand of Baseball award, they're doing something right.
I like it.
And I got to tell you, he's right. I think he's right. They impressed me more than anyone else here too. Virginia also. I mean, boy, those teams both played such great baseball games. I mean, really, come on. Mississippi State played a great game too, just a different kind of a game. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It feels stupid to bet against Leiter. It really does.
Yes.
But I mean, it felt stupid to bet against Kevin Kopps, and NC State beat Kevin Kopps. Now, they didn't score a lot on him, but they got 3 runs, which is what they needed. I think they can beat Leiter too. I just think it's an elite position player group. We've talked about it all year long. They're just so good. They're just so good top to bottom. I love the threats they have from the left side, which again, if you're facing Rocker and Leiter, I think it helps to have really good left-handed hitters. And the top 4 guys in that lineup with the switch hitting McDonough in there and Murr and Butler and Tatum, they're all left-handed. So I think it's a great way to start. And, they have balance in their lineup too. But Highfield's good, guys. He's not Leiter, but I mean, this is a guy that is an emerging prospect for next year. You'll see him drive that ball again down into the zone, really good angle from the high slot, 90-94, call it. And then he spin that kind of hard breaking ball from that slot, and he'll drop down to kind of the sidearm slot, and he'll get sinkers with kind of mid-80s sinker there and mix in a little sweeper. So he's got some craftiness to him. And they still have, Villeman, who's fresh in the bullpen, and Justice we're going to see again if they have a lead in this game. So, I think they can do it. I'm also going to take the upset, if you will.
I love it. Stitch, what are you thinking here?
I don't think NC State gives a damn. You can, you can throw Arkansas at them. You can throw Vanderbilt at them. I just don't think they give a damn. They're going to come out and they're just going to say, so what? We're going to come out and beat you anyway. But having that being said, as much as I love NC State, yes, as much as I love NC State, and I've finally gotten to know Elliot Avent, and he's not just some crazy guy like Earl Weaver. I actually like the guy a lot. I'm going with Vanderbilt. I'm going to pick Vanderbilt. I'm going to, this is Leiter's first big, we haven't seen Leiter pitch in Omaha yet. That's the one thing that is kind of a little bit of a question mark, but I think he'll handle it fine. He did fine against SEC competition. I don't know. I think Vanderbilt couldn't have had a worse start than what they did against Arizona, and they still won the game. To me, that says something. So I think I agree. I'm looking at the quad box right now. I agree with the 2 gentlemen at the bottom. NC State is a great pick. And again, they don't give a damn what you throw at them. They don't care about your hype. Screw it. But I got to go with Vanderbilt.
Noted SEC homer Eric Sorenson.
That's right. That's right. There's even SEC bias in Hermosa Beach. What are we doing?
Venice, man. Venice is not Hermosa Beach.
Venice Beach, yeah, the Muscle Beach. So, you know what, guys? As you guys were talking, where my head went is I actually just don't know what I think about how Vandy's playing right now. They don't seem super crisp to me. The regional Georgia Tech made them very uncomfortable. I think they Rocker and Leiter just out pitched ECU in the Super. Right. That game was fairly sloppy. You could make an argument that Vanderbilt really did deserve to lose that game to Arizona. Did not play good defense. I didn't like that Enrique Bradfield was a little bit tentative on the bases. I was shocked that he, thinking about that late in the game, you really need to get a runner in scoring position. Enrique Bradfield's the fastest kid we've had in college baseball in a number of years, it seems. And you've got a freshman pitcher on the mound in TJ Nichols, a freshman catcher in Daniel Susak, and it's Bradfield is the guy that just freezes and locks up. And, I might be being a little bit harsh on him, but to me, that's hey, we got to steal that base. Hey, if we're out, we're out. But I like our percentage chances. So, I like that Carter Young swung the bat a little bit better, or at least had that big home run in game 1. That's a big positive for them. But I will say this about NC State, guys. They were very top heavy in their game 1 against Stanford. It was really the first 3 guys that did all the damage. McDonough and Butler. They're going to need all 9 guys to beat Leiter, because Leiter has been really sharp since he came back from his his 1 week off and tighten up that breaking ball. All that said, I'm taking NC State. They have the 2008 Fresno State feel to me. So let's just stay with that. Can't be afraid. I'm in dead last anyway, Fitzy.
Don't you want to go back and abstain here, Runes? Aren't you? Aren't you on duty?
That's right. I got it. Well, no, it's okay because I picked the ACC team.
Okay,
so it's all good. That's right. I'm allowed to be a homer. I'm just not allowed.
Runes, how many times are you going to bring up 2008 Fresno State while we're here, just out of curiosity?
Oh, at least once a day. At least once a day. Now, I'm going to bring Fresno State up every day until I'm no longer in last place. How about that?
You'll bring it up. You'll bring that up as much as I'll bring up 2015 Virginia. So we're even.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder if these teams got a hold of some of Fresno State's bats because the ball has been flying out here a little bit.
Crazy. Yeah, still
home run.
Oh, go ahead, Stitch.
The home run hit last night by Antico was just a sonic boom. I haven't seen a home run hit that far. I don't think I've seen one hit that far in TD Ameritrade Park since we've been there. That was just in.
Other than Ryan Holgate the other night.
That's true. That was crushed.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. Hey, with Antico's home run, are we calling that like that? That's not center of the field, right? Like what are we calling that? Like that was it wasn't pull,
right,
but it was kind of right center. Yeah,
It went over the 375 sign.
It still feels like the center of the field you're not getting a ball out of, but right center is very gettable. It feels like you don't have to snap pull it to get a ball out of here. I don't think.
It's not just. Go ahead, Stitch.
It's the rarest. It was the rare situation where you had gale force winds blowing out at TD Ameritrade. So point that out.
Yep. Gotta love it.
It feels like the winds. I don't know. It's the first maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years in this park. It seemed like the wind were always blowing in, and it feels like for whatever reason. Maybe it's El Nino. The wind patterns last 5 years have been a lot different. I don't know. I mean, whatever they did, maybe it's like they built a new hotel or something, or it's like at Old Dominion this year they built a new chemistry building and it changed the wind patterns and they hit a ton of home runs. Maybe that's the answer.
Who knew? Build people, build it, and the home runs will come. I love it. Gentlemen, well done. There are College World Series Day 3 predictions brought to us by our good friends at Wilson. We appreciate their sponsorship very, very much. Boys, have a great day. We'll see you over at the yard.